Hello my beautiful babes, what is up? It's Brandi. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. In today's video I am so excited. Let's be honest, I have not been this excited for a palette in like forever. There just haven't been any new launches with palettes that I was like, oh my gosh, I need that now, besides this baby that's right in front of me. The palette I am talking about is the brand new Morphe x Nikita collaboration, and I am loving this whole package. Now this is the carton that it comes in. This is not the actual palette itself yet. Yes, I am missing a pinky nail. It popped off literally today and I couldn't find it to glue it back on, so please ignore my sad pinky. But anyway, moving back on to the palette, I am just so excited. When I saw this, my mouth dropped. I was like, this is a palette that is so different and that I really want. So obviously I picked it up and I am just so excited to finally dip into it and give my thoughts on it. So without any further ado, let's just get started. Alright guys, so I did a look and it turned out completely horrible, and I will show you guys that unfortunately now. This came out so much better in my head. So as you guys saw, it was trash. So we're going to try this again and hopefully this will turn out so much better. Fingers crossed. Now I barely have any makeup brushes left because I didn't wash my old bling brushes, and then the remaining brushes that I have I used from the last look, and we are just gonna make do with what we got. Now obviously, as you guys can see, I changed my shirt. I've been filming for a very long time. My butt is numb. I cannot feel it no more because of this uncomfortable stool. So I decided, let's be comfortable. So I decided to change into my comfy lounge shirt. Not only that, but I was getting very stressed out, so the lavender lifted me up and made me very happy. And it's also really cold in my house for some reason, and we have the heat on, so yeah. Anyway, let's try this again. Before we go into the new official eye makeup tutorial, I'm just gonna go quickly, very quickly over the shades that I used before and my thoughts on them. Okay, so I used Shigo, Rasengan, Nikita, Sakura, ABG, Mama Dragun, and Nasty. All of them so beautiful. Out of all the shades that I used from that horrendous look, Nasty was the shade that blew me away, and I was I'm so sorry. That is my cat Jasper. I will let him in a second, or not. Alright, are you happy? Yeah, you're happy. You're happy? I know. Oh! He's in a playful mood. Oh my goodness, I love you. I love you. You're plotting. You're totally plotting. Alright, anyway, before I was so rudely interrupted, out of all the shades that I used from that horrible look, the shade that blew me away the most was the shade Nasty. So now that that is out of the way, we can officially move on to, what are you doing? We can officially move on to the eye look. This video is such a hot mess. I already primed my eyes, so now I'm going to set it. That's what I'm going to do. What a long day it is. Alright, so I'm just gonna grab, what is this? My M335 Fry? That's it. That's it, we're done. No. I'm gonna grab my M335 brush, okay guys, and I'm gonna tip into the shade Shape Shifter. And I'm just gonna use this to set my eyelids. Alright, so now the next shade I'm gonna dip into is Mama Dragun. So now I'm just gonna place this shade all over my crease. What the heck is with this brush? There we go. Alright, so I'm gonna place the shade into my crease. Also, if you guys are wondering, this is the JS5 brush. So now I'm going to dip back into that shade and I'm just going to apply the rest onto my lid. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take my JS10 brush that I used for my last look. I feel like this will make my life 10 times easier to apply to my lid. Ooh! That made it a lot darker too. So now the next shade, by the way, I'm so sorry if you can hear that, that is the washer and dryer going on. But anyway, the next shade I'm going to dip into is ABG. And I'm going to use this to blend out the edges of Mama Dragun. Let's just hope this works out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do like a halo eye. Let's just hope this works. So I'm just going to take some concealer. Gosh, I hope this looks good. I really do. Alright guys, so now to see if this is gonna look nice or not. So the next shade I'm gonna dip into is Shigo. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my M421 and I'm gonna tap this right where we just placed the concealer. Normally I wouldn't really use this type of a brush to apply this, but I don't have many brush options, so this is what we're going with. So now I'm gonna go back in with that JS10 brush. Oh, I almost poked myself in the eye. That would have been lovely. And I'm just gonna use this to lightly buff out the edges. And I'm not picking up any extra product, it's whatever is on the brush to help blend everything out so it's not as harsh. Alright, so I'm having a lot of difficulties with this eye, but I'm not going to blame the palette itself because I did use these shades before and they were working so beautifully. It's just it's just because I wiped away my makeup and I had to try again, and my eyes are not having it. We're having some difficulties. My eyes are getting irritated. I can see it. This is causing me a lot more difficulties. You guys can totally see a difference in it. The next shade I'm gonna go into is Katana, and this one, so beautiful. I can't wait to use this one. This is a shade I have not yet used. I have swatched it. It is very sheer. It's more of a topper rather than you know, something you could just like put on fully on your lid. It's very sheer, hence why it's called a topper. So I'm just gonna grab this shade. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like on my finger, because although I swatched it on my own, this is what the shade looks like. It is so beautiful. Oh. And I'm just gonna lightly tap this over the shade Shigo, just so the green is there, but it's not as intense. I don't know if this is gonna go well. We're just gonna hope for the best. Lightly tapping. This isn't working. Okay, so. Ooh, okay. Now I'm going to dip back into the shade Mama Dragon on a JS10 brush. And I am just going to place this right under my lash line. So now I'm going to go into a BG on my M124. And I'm going to run this right underneath Mama Dragon. Basically the same method of what we did up on top. Now that the eyes are almost completely done, we just basically have to highlight the brow bone and the inner corner, and for that I'm going to be using the shade Estrogen, which is absolutely stunning. I swatched this. It is absolutely gorgeous. This is, what is this? My JS4 brush. My last video, I used a highlight before my makeup, and I was like, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm gonna wait until my entire makeup look is done, and then I will add highlight. Actually, you know what? What am I doing? You know what? I changed my mind for the highlight on my cheeks because I am just such a goofball. Hello. Why don't I just dip into my Nikita Dragun face palette? Duh. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Where did the brush go? I just had it. Here it is. Alright, so I'm going to dip into the shade Fantasy. I love it so, so much. The shade Estrogen, you can definitely see it a little bit though. Ooh. But Fantasy is so beautiful. Love it. Alright, so I'm going to take my M166 because it's the last clean brush that I have. And I'm going to use this to highlight my brow bone. Wow. This is not supposed to be used to highlight, but it's okay. Makeup brushes can be used for anything. You know, we just make it work. So guess what? We are making it work. Ooh, Estrogen is so, so beautiful. You know what? I have Fantasy, but now I want to take the shade Estrogen on top of it. Yes. Okay. Now that the shade Fantasy was on there, now I can see Estrogen even more, because Estrogen kind of has a little bit of like a blue little like glitter in there a little bit, so I love that I can actually see it now, because before I couldn't. Now I can. Ooh, so pretty. Now I'm just going to grab my Essence white liner, and I'm just going to place this in my tight line. Alright guys, so I just quickly hopped off camera and applied some mascara. So last but not least is the lips. I think I'm going to go in with my favorite Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Catsuit matte lipstick that I have not worn in a very long time. It is in the shade Toffee Talk. Oh, I love it so much. Next, I'm gonna grab my Dragun Beauty Dragon Glass Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Horchata. I love the shade so much. And the smell of the lipstick is incredible. I don't know why I said it like that either. Incredible. But it is. And then I love using my fingers to blend out the shades together. Alright you guys, so although it took 2 tries and many hours later, we finally have a completed look that we enjoy, and I am very happy with it. Yay! Now for my thoughts on the Morphe x Nikita palette. This packaging is absolutely stunning, and then this color story. Some of these shades are unbelievable, like I've never seen before, but like Full Fantasy Metamorphosis is so beautiful. Ugh, I love it so. Like those 2 shades are beautiful. Katana, I love these shades are so beautiful and they work like a dream. Now, since I basically did 2 looks with this, one was a flop. One luckily was more of a success. I definitely got a fair use out of this palette. I love this and I can't wait to use this more. And I used it already 2 times in one night. So I am done with this palette for today, but I will definitely play with it again. But yeah, that's basically it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, as well as hitting the notification bell. As always, every product used today will be linked down below in the description box. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye guys!